Since I've taken my rig apart here to upgrade the equipment, I figured I'd do a little walkthrough of the modifications that I've done to it so far. Starting right here, so you all know that it tends to be very wobbly back and forth. Some of you may have seen the earlier modifications that I did where I braced this with two red steel profiles that came up here somewhere, but had to remove them when I added the dampers. As you can see, I used parts of that to create the bracket for the dampers. Anyway, back to the important part. What's replaced them is these extruded aluminum profiles right here, which are attached to the back to the seat frame, and at the front they're attached to an extruded aluminum bracket that comes pretty much up between the two steel brackets for the wheelbase that come with the rig. Reason why I went with 1.5 inch aluminum frames is because they pretty much exactly fit between the two, so bracing them together seems like a good choice right there. Now, what I probably should have done is also drilled holes up here somewhere and attached them to the profile. I didn't. Just attach them right here. You can see a bolt here goes into the profile. Another one, and these down here also go into the profile. As you can see, it's in the middle pretty much. On the other side though, it's different. It's offset because of the bracket here. It's a little bit different, and of course it goes in the middle, so it's going to be offset. Didn't really want to cut the aluminum profile, as I think it would take the strength away. So instead I offset it a little bit out to the edge, made a small bracket here so I can bolt them together, and then you can see the outside aluminum bracket that braces it to the seat frame, which is also a great place to add your shifter or whatever other equipment you might want there. Looking at the back, where we have the monitors. There's the monitors. This is basically just a desktop. See if I can zoom out a little bit. It's basically just a desktop 3 monitor stand that's bolted through here. As you can see, it goes through the steel plate that comes with the rig, but I added a 3/4 inch plywood there to strengthen it a little bit more. Since it's a desktop stand, of course it's going to be a little bit wiggly on the corners. Those are just tightened down when it's on desktop but not made to move. So I cut wood pieces in the shape of the angles that I wanted here and just duct tape them in. Seems to keep it pretty well in place. The straight bar here, nothing has actually budged since I did that, so yay for duct tape. This red brace goes all the way down to the floor plate, which makes it pretty hard to change the angle of the floor plate, so you probably can't do that after this modification, or at least it'll be much harder. After a month of use, notice now that I take it apart that there is a little bit of a gap right here, so it's pulling forward. Of course, monitors are heavy and they got some leverage there. So if you see it, pull it back here, now it's straight, and this is kind of the resting position. Figure I'll fix this before I put everything together again, and the way I plan to fix this is two ways. One down here, I'm gonna put a spacer underneath there just to pull the bar down like a 1/4 inch or so, and then retighten that up. And here, up here, I'm gonna also bolt this down into the aluminum profile right there. So that should give me, between the two, it should pull it back to straight again and give me some additional strength for it. I think that's pretty much it. Really not much else to show here, except maybe the plastic brackets that I 3D printed there, just to keep them aligned here on the top. My office is a bit of a mess here since I'm doing a project, so if you see anything that's awkward, like my wife's dildo collection or something, just ignore it. Don't post in the comments about that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I can see the attachment for the two braces. I have here a USB where I connect my wheelbase into, and other things that aren't really that great and need regular rebooting. So easy access to just power cycle that there, or USB power cycle it. Yeah, that's about it.